GiveMN is a statewide website really meant to serve the nonprofit community of Minnesota. It's meant to be a place for nonprofits to already have online giving set up for them, so that if you're the smallest nonprofit in the state and you've never done anything online, you've got a presence on GiveMN.org where you can post a picture, tell people about your nonprofit, and take a donation. And as of right now, until October 1st, 2010, all of those transaction fees are covered 100% by the generous support of our funders. And we're going to also work really hard after that time frame to keep those fees as low as possible, lower than, and be the best option for nonprofits throughout the state. But that's really what our mission is. We launched in November 2009. And we launched in the beginning of that month, and a few weeks later we had the wildly successful Give to the Max Day, and that's what probably we're best known for. But we want nonprofits to know that we're available to them and a place for them to raise money and take donations all year round. Well, when we launched, the story kind of went even farther back to the Minnesota Community Foundation, and our Vice President for Strategy and Knowledge Management, Jennifer Ford Reedy. She approached our board with some of the trends that were going on in philanthropy at the time, and this was 2008. And she said, basically, there's online giving. She covered some other aspects of trends, but she talked about online giving. And she said, Minnesota needs to have a platform for taking online donations. If we don't create it, someone else will. And if they do, we should consider partnering with them. And the board said, let's do it. Let's initiate this. Let's be part of it. And so that was kind of the first step for the Minnesota Community Foundation to do that. But we also decided, too, that we could create one, but then another foundation in the state could create one, and we'd have what she's often referred to as kind of an online giving arms race. And we didn't want to do that. We thought, if we're really going to be a resource for the entire state, we want to partner and have a lot of other people have ownership of this as well. And so we have a lot of partners: the United Way, Minneapolis Foundation. I'm going to miss a lot, but we have a lot of partners besides the Minnesota Community Foundation. And then, and that's really what was a huge success element to this story. When we had some good PR, we partnered with Padilla Spears Beardsley to do all of that stuff. I mean, we had a lot of successful kind of traditional components to our success for Give to the Max Day and for the launch. But really, what I think was successful about GiveMN.org was that partnership with other entities in the state that had a big stake in it, but they also had wonderful reputations. They told all their partners, nonprofits that they worked with, and I think that helped our reputation early on, that we were a new website, but that we were being touted by many well-established and many different organizations. And so we kind of all held hands and moved forward to launch the site in November 2009. To much success, we got a lot of people out for Give to the Max Day. Again, a combination of great public relations campaigns and media campaigns, partnerships with people throughout the entire state, and people just willing to pick up the phone and call somebody they knew and say, hey, tell your friends and tell your colleagues and tell your partners about GiveMN and what we're doing here. We also really successfully on the technology side partnered with Razoo.com, who was also kind of new into the online giving platform. They had traditionally been involved with social media and that kind of thing, but they switched, I think, in 2008 or 2009 to doing online giving. And so they're kind of the national version of what we see in GiveMN, and they're our platform partner that actually does the day-to-day and manages the website as you see it. We'll make decisions and call Razoo and say, hey, can you change this out? Or here's the projects and funders we want to feature on the home page today. But Razoo.com is the one that really is the architect of GiveMN.org. And that partnership has been a wonderful partnership and has really helped us out.